Undecember will start the international public beta on October 12th, and players can experience it for free. The game is a unique dark-style ARPG game with a non-professional combat system. The game has a unique rune system, and players can try thousands of skill combinations to build their characters. In this global public beta, the game content will be open to Chapter 10, and provide various challenges and cooperative content, including Chaos Dungeon and Raid gameplay. Lost Eidolons is a turn-based tactical role-playing game. Through a gripping, cinematic narrative, you'll walk into an empire that is suffering from civil war and is in decline. You will play as Eden and lead him and his allies through an epic war in a classic turn-based war chess game experience.
Please, Cap. Promise me we'll win this war.
There's no escaping it. You and I are fated for this.
To hell with fate! You're not taking one more thing from me! I'll tear your world apart.
No More Heroes 3. Sega officially announced that the PlayStation and Xbox versions will be released on October 6, 2022. This is the fourth work in the No More Heroes series and the third mainline entry. It has previously landed on the Nintendo Switch platform. Compared with the Switch version, the new generation version has improved in terms of picture, frame number, and loading time, and supports 4060 frame operation and free upgrades.
You are in the eye of the storm, so you cannot escape or just disappear. You can only fight here.
Looks like things are gonna get weird today.
Triangle Strategy. The game presents a magnificent story with beautiful HD 2D graphics, as well as a deep battle like the strategy games of the past. The stage of the story is the war-torn continent of Nozelia, where players will have to make difficult choices. Various choices and actions in the game will accumulate beliefs based on the three values of benefit, moral, and freedom, and affect the differences in the plot and the characters who join our camp. What future will your justice lead to?
I will leave you defenseless.
You'll pay for what you've done to my family!
Everyone has the right to choose their own path based on their own convictions. Feel the might of my magic!
Think you can take it? I care only that you and the legacy of House Wolfwood are safe and secure.
Super People. In the game, players can choose one of 12 kinds of super soldiers with special skills, compete fiercely with each other, and become the last person or the last group. Players grow in a variety of ways, and unlock career-specific skills and ultimate skills according to the growth progress. In each battle, players can adopt different growth methods and strategies, use different skill structures, and enjoy a fresh gaming experience. The official announced not long ago that the game will start the early access mode on October 11th this year.
With just over 4 million players, the global CBT has received much more love and attention than expected, while also
Scorn is a horror adventure game developed and published by Ebb Software. In this work, the uncomfortable flesh and blood biological products fill the whole world. Just like replacing the firearms, machinery, and various high-tech products we used to know with biological products, the hand reaches into the flesh and blood mechanism, and the firearm also seems to be some kind of living creature. These visual shocks that directly expose the internal organs without skin, accompanied by sticky sound. Chivalry 2. XP officially stated that this game will join the Game Pass subscription service on October 4. The game is a first-person multiplayer hack-and-slash game developed based on medieval warfare. Players will experience the Battle of Blades, the Rain of Burning Arrows, and the overwhelming castle siege. Support up to 60 for players in cinematic combat and plunge into epic medieval action. Experience massive conflict in a vast medieval setting, from horse-drawn combat to a realistic castle siege.
Heads up!
Medieval Dynasty joins XP on October 6th. You will play as a young man fleeing war who wants to take control of his own destiny. From an isolated and ignorant poor boy, he has grown into a master of various skills, a leader of the community and the founder of a prosperous dynasty, hunting while defending against beasts, gathering resources to craft equipment, building a house and building a thriving village, and building a family all contribute to a unique gameplay experience that spans many game types.
Defend your village against the outlaws, and make your family live in safety. Create and grow your own medieval dynasty.
The Walking Dead, Season 1 or 2, joins XP on October 6, a series of adventure games developed and published by Telltale Games. The game revolves around the development of the story of Lee Everett, a prisoner who escaped from an encounter with zombies under police custody. His partner is Clementine, an 8-year-old girl who will act as Everett's moral guide on the journey. In the second season, Clementine became the protagonist of the story. Costume Quest, which joined XP on October 11th, is a role-playing game published by Thug. The story of the game is that on Halloween night, a pair of twins dressed in monster costumes are going out to trick-or-treating, only to encounter a weird neighbor who kidnaps one of the kids, and players must take control of the other twin to rescue his siblings before their gate time.
Following the quest of a brother and sister torn apart. Explore, collect, and develop skills and abilities to help you in battle. Transform from humble trick-or-treaters into heroic warriors in this instant classic for kids and grown-ups alike. Costume.
Eville, betray his friends, and use lies to pave the way to success. In the world of a multiplayer social reasoning game, you'll find yourself in a village clouded by a string of murders. Some people will say that the suspect may be you. Is this true? Try to convince others that you are not a murderer so you can survive.
That not only help you uncover the conspirators, but also prove your innocence. You will have to trap, spy, and even kill. But some of you won't be so lucky. You must work together and find the conspirators hiding in plain sight. With the information you've gathered, cast your vote to eliminate the wreakers of havoc and restore order to
Dyson Sphere Program. Join XP on October 13th. The vast universe, the unknown journey. As an engineer of the Dyson Sphere Program, you will go to an unfamiliar galaxy and build a Dyson Sphere. Start from nothing. Collect resources, plan and design production lines, gradually realize full automation, and develop your factory from a small workshop to a huge intergalactic industrial empire. Explore unknown planets, discover treasures, and make your footprints all over the stars and seas. Dragon Ball: The Breakers, a 1v7 online asymmetric action game, the ultimate escape game between invaders such as Frieza and Shuru, the most representative antagonistic characters of Dragon Ball, and 7 ordinary citizens survivors without extraordinary power. The invaders will aim to annihilate the survivors, showing the overwhelming strength of the Dragon Ball story. Survivors cannot challenge such threats with their bare hands, as long as you effectively use the skills or items that have appeared in the Dragon Ball. You can temporarily defend against the invaders. In Asterigos, Curse of the Stars, Lord Hilda is a brave Borean soldier who enters the mythical Cursed City in search of her lost father. Explore Aphes, the city of fallen stars. Dive into the truth of history and restore its former glory. Cursed beasts ravage the realm, armed with the power of God to defeat them. Tell the story from a different angle. Hilda's choices will determine everyone's fate and outcome.
After some back and forth fights, Eulalia would fly to the sky and use her voice and feather blades to attack Hilda again. And this time, she even calls upon several Harpy minions to assist her. During this phase,
The Darkest Tales tells the story of a stuffed bear named Teddy who searches for his master Alicia in terrifying dreams and twisted illusions. Who else would fight for the life of a big kid if it wasn't for her long-forgotten battered toy? Keep making progress, defeat monsters, slowly uncover the mystery of the nightmare world, and the final story ending will be decided by the player. The Last Oricru is a story-driven action RPG in which you are drawn into an ongoing conflict between two races on a partially terraformed planet, where a protective barrier separates the planet from the outside world. Space is isolated. Your decisions can lead to a different direction for the game. In this brutal sci-fi world, you will experience hundreds of fierce battles, and every decision you make will have its own consequences. Level up your heroes, improve your skills, meet the boss battles ahead, and meet endless possibilities.
You're everything I hoped for. I believe you're now ready for...
Sunday Gold, delayed from last month, is a point-and-click turn-based adventure set in a grim dystopian future. In the game, players will take on the role of a trio of ragged criminals, hunting down and uncovering the dark secrets of an evil megacorporation and the billionaire villain behind it all.
Don't go starting here again.
That's Barry's office. What happened?
There's liters of his blood all over the place.
This bloke owed money to vampires or something.
Cultic, a new title from Duke Nukem developer 3D Realms, is a brand new retro-style FPS inspired by Bloodright. You feel like you're back in the old days of shooters, but with the advantages of a modern engine, such as physics, lighting and a full 3D game world. The game is designed to give players the freedom to fight in their own way, running, jumping and sliding through a hail of bullets to avoid damage. You can also set traps or sneak up on enemies to kill them. Lego Bricktales. In the game, through the creative construction of bricks and bricks, take the wings of imagination to solve many puzzles. Bring your masterpieces to life in the beautiful world of Lego. Here, everything has a constructive solution. Embark on an epic adventure through beautiful worlds built with Lego dioramas. Looking for inspiration to help your grandfather revive the dilapidated amusement park with your little robot buddies? Kamiwaza, Way of the Thief is an action-adventure game where you play as the third child of the Sea of Thieves, stealing ill-gotten wealth from the wicked to help the poor and needy. In the face of various situations, see tricks and dismantle tricks, attack handsomely with a variety of stealing moves, and pursue the ultimate in stealing. The Eternal Cylinder. Control a group of strange creatures named Trebham, and explore the strange world. This surreal environment is filled with bizarre life forms. Evolve to reach new areas by discovering numerous mutations. Solve puzzles and survive in this dangerous world. Fueled Up is a 4-player, chaotic couch co-op game about restoring a spaceship. You and your crew must refuel and repair the damaged spaceship, or your ship will suffer the poison tentacle of the evil space octopus. Dying Light 2 Stay Human, Bloody TIs. The first official story DLC will see the Wang family play Aiden, buoyed by the promise of wealth, fame and top gear, in a show where people fight for status and sacrifice everything for the competitive game. Hone your skills, defeat your enemies, make allies, and reap glory. You soon realize that the pursuit of fame and fortune is only the beginning, and find yourself involved in a conspiracy of power and revenge.
Every day you fight for survival, but today you fight for glory. Anyone can be a warrior. What makes you different is the spirit of a
Atari Mania, a wild journey through video game history, takes you through a series of mini-games with hilarious and surprising retro elements. You play as the steward of the trove of classic Atari games. One night, a dead pixel appeared, and those familiar and popular games began to twist, mutate, and converge into a series of increasingly frantic challenges. Now it's up to you to fight those pixel bad guys back and forth and finally restore order to the vault.
Economic health of
SuperPower 3 is a modern geopolitical simulation game set on Earth. Rule the planet, or challenge your knowledge of population, economics, military strategy, and even global political issues. You can compete against other players, compete on the same stage, or simply try to outperform real-world politicians.
The 3 sectors include 1. Primary, production, 2. Secondary, resource transformation, and 3. Tertiary, everything that encompasses goods and services, sometimes referred to as a country's GDP. The economy of a country is measured by GDP. The total sum of the production of these 22 sectors represent the gross domestic.
Coral Island is a farm leisure simulation game full of vitality. Get back to your true self and experience the fascinating island life to the fullest. Self-sufficiency, raising animals, interacting with a variety of small town residents to create a more alive and harmonious world. One More Gate. A Wakfu Legend is a dungeon exploration card-building game that combines exploration mode and turn-based combat. Explore the magical land. Use the fertile soil element to create the King Fried combination. Go forward bravely, and be invincible. A Hero's Rest. In the game, as the owner of a small town, immerse yourself in a fantasy world full of heroes and monsters. Build shops, craft items with hundreds of customization options, and manage your resources while making sure to avoid danger. WRC Generations. Meet the challenges in the most comprehensive, realistic, and demanding car rally simulation game ever made. Get into the limelight and drive the cars of the 2022 WRC Championship, including the new hybrid model.
Under braking. Blast off with the new hybrid powertrain, delivering up to 100 horsepower of extra power. Raise peak performances to a whole new level. Get ready to turbocharge your way through WRC.
PGA Tour to K23. Swing more freely in the game. Plus more playable male and female pros including Tiger Woods, new licensed courses, more control options, authentic PGA Tour career seasons, course designers, and new My Player skills and stencil. PGA Tour to K23. More golf, more exciting games.
Okay, that's how you really know I feel good today. Flying so high, I feel like Jordan. It feel like Game 6 and I'm on my throne. Hey, I just did it again, like hey, hey, you can tell your friend like okay, that's how you really know I feel good today.
A A usual findings. 1,980 seconds. 3 best friends uncover the truth about many mysterious events. Follow in their footsteps on a thrilling and magical adventure into this fun game where your decisions and choices will affect many things. Go back to the days of synthesizers, video shops, 8-bit games, and alien conspiracies to experience the oddities and witness the wonders.
Would end up the way it did. Would I have made different choices? Maybe. But damn, that was...
Saint Kotar is a detective game with psychological horror elements. It is set in a cursed valley in the Croatian countryside. Through the eyes of two believers, you will switch between conflicting realities while investigating the disappearance of a loved one in the mysterious town of Swati Kotar.
Before he kills my dear wife, and before he kills us all.
Look around. Can you smell death?
People assigned to protect us from evil have turned evil themselves.
Even God has given up hope for Sveti Kotar.
Open your eyes! God will condemn you for leaving your sister to die here.
The moment you step out of here, your downfall into obscurity will begin. You need each other.
Alina of the Arena, a card-building game. It will be released from early access on October 14th. It's a fusion of Slay the Spire and Ambition gameplay, with strategy and light meat dove elements. The player, as a gladiator, fights to survive in the arena to satisfy the bloodthirsty audience. Light meat pigeon gameplay and card deck building elements combined with the hexagonal war chess map, so that the strategy is no longer limited to only attack or defense. Use dodge, knock back, and fight a bloody path in the arena. Star Trek Prodigy, Supernova. As Dal Arl and Gwendala rescue their lost crew members, you can choose from single-player or two-player co-op in this thrilling action-adventure. After Protostar receives a strange signal from a dying planet, Dal Arl and Gwendala race against time to rescue their friends, ships, new alien race and the entire planetary system before a supernova destroys everything.
We've got to move fast, or that supernova will blow us all to the Gamma Quadrant. Let's go.
Product not yet rated.
PlayStation